If you've ever tried to make a video with AI, you already know the most maddening part.
You type a prompt, you wait, you get something that's almost right, and then the moment you ask for one small change, the whole clip regenerates into a completely different scene. Different character, different lighting, all your good frames gone. I've been digging into Google's new Gemini Omni for a while now, and here's the surprising part. It quietly fixes the one thing every other AI video tool gets wrong.
Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead.
So in this video, I'll break down exactly what Gemini Omni is, how its conversational editing actually works under the hood, what it really costs once you read the fine print, and where it genuinely beats the competition, and where it still falls short. By the end, you'll know whether this belongs in your workflow or whether it's just another launch day demo. Let's get into it. What Omni actually is, let's start with the thing Google keeps repeating, because it tells you everything about their ambition here. Gemini Omni can create anything from any input, starting with video. That phrase is doing a lot of work, so let me unpack it. Omni is what's called an any-to-any multimodal model, and the first version they've shipped is called Omni Flash. In plain terms, you can feed it text, images, audio, or video, and it gives you back a finished video clip. Not a slideshow, not a stitched-together set of stills, an actual coherent moving scene, generated through a conversational interface. And here's where it gets interesting. It's built on the same Gemini foundation that powers Google's chat models, which means it doesn't just know what things look like. It understands how the world works. That's the part most people skim past. So stick with me, because it's the reason the output feels different. The physics thing nobody talks about. Most AI video models are essentially very talented guessers. They've seen millions of frames, so they predict what the next pixel probably looks like. The problem is they don't actually understand gravity, momentum, or how water moves, which is exactly why AI video so often has that uncanny, dreamlike wrongness to it. Omni leans on Gemini's world knowledge to apply intuitive physics, gravity, fluid flow, collisions, to the scenes it generates. Google frames it as bridging the gap from photorealism to meaningful storytelling. And once you see it in motion, that phrasing makes sense. Objects fall the way objects should fall. A character moving through a scene keeps behaving like a real thing, occupying real space. It's a subtle difference on a single frame, but across a full clip, it's the difference between something you'd post and something you'd quietly delete. Drop a comment if you've hit that uncanny valley problem with other tools. I'm curious how many of you bailed on AI video for exactly this reason. Conversational editing, the real headline. Now here's the feature I teased at the top, and honestly, it's the reason this whole model matters. Omni does conversational video editing. You take an existing clip, one you generated or one you uploaded. Describe the change you want in plain language, and it edits the video in place. The character's identity stays the same. The voice stays the same. The scene continuity holds, and every new instruction builds on the last one, so you're not starting over every time you tweak something. You're refining like you would with a real editor. Think about what that actually solves. The old workflow was prompt, pray, regenerate, lose everything, repeat. The Omni workflow is generate once, then have a conversation. Change the sky to sunset and add falling leaves. Done, and the rest of your scene survives. That's not a small upgrade. That's the workflow finally working the way your brain already expected it to. What else is under the hood? A few more capabilities worth knowing, because they round out the picture. Omni can build multi-scene narratives from a single prompt. You can ask it to explain a concept, and it'll generate a sequence of shots that actually tell a story, complete with narrated voiceover. It handles multimodal references, meaning you can hand it an image, a video clip, or an audio sample alongside your text, and it blends all of that into one cohesive output. Google describes it as turning any reference into a single coherent result, and right now, voice references are the supported audio path, with more modalities on the way. It also keeps character and voice consistency across edits, so your protagonist doesn't morph into a stranger halfway through. One honest caveat there, full in-video speech editing isn't live yet, so the voice you generate is the voice you keep for now. And every single clip Omni produces carries an invisible Synth ID watermark. That's Google's provenance system, It quietly tags the video as AI generated so platforms and viewers can verify where it came from. Keep that in mind because it matters more than it sounds, and I'll come back to it. Where you actually use it. Here's something that trips people up, so let me clear it up early. There is no standalone Omni app. Omni lives inside Google's existing products. The main one is Google Flow, their AI creative studio. Flow runs a plan, create, refine workflow. An agent helps you plan the project. The create step lets you blend text, image, and video using models like Omni Flash or Nano Banana. And the refine step is where that conversational editing happens. Inside Flow, you'll also find tools like type overlays for animated text and a video resizer for finishing touches. It's on the web and in mobile beta. Beyond Flow, Omni Flash is also baked into the Gemini app itself and into YouTube Shorts and Create, which if you make short-form content is a big deal because it means generating a clip and publishing it can happen in basically the same place. And for the developers watching, Google has confirmed Gemini Omni Flash is coming to the Gemini API. The model IDs and final pricing weren't published as of mid-2026, but it's expected to follow the standard token-based model. So if you're building apps, this is the one to keep an eye on. If you're finding this breakdown useful, this is the part of the channel where I'd really appreciate a subscribe. It's the single thing that tells me to keep making these deep dives. The specs that actually matter. Let me give you the real numbers, because the marketing glosses over the limits and you deserve the honest version. Omni Flash generates videos up to 10 seconds long. That's it. 10 seconds is the ceiling for now, though you can also do shorter 4, 6, and 8-second clips. It outputs in both landscape 16:9 and portrait 9:16, so it covers both cinema and mobile. It can render legible text inside the frame, which sounds minor until you realize how badly almost every other model butchers on-screen text. Omni can actually place a readable equation or title in a scene. On resolution, 1080p upscaling is free for paid subscribers and locked for free users, and 4K upscaling is reserved for the top ultra tier only. So the crisp output everyone shows off in demos isn't sitting on the free plan. The pricing catch you need to hear. Okay, this is the part where you'll want to pay attention because there's a trap in the free tier. Flow runs on a credit system. Free accounts get 50 credits a day, but here's the catch that the headlines skip. Those free credits only work on Veo, Google's other video model. They do not work on Omni, so if your plan is to test Omni for free, that plan doesn't exist. To touch Omni at all, you need a paid tier. Once you're paying, the costs are straightforward and they scale with length. A 4-second Omni clip runs 15 credits, 6 seconds is 20, 8 seconds is 25, and a full 10-second clip costs 30. And editing an existing video, that conversational editing we talked about, costs 40 credits per edit, regardless of length. So every refinement has a real price, which means careful prompting genuinely saves you money. On the plans themselves, Google AI Plus is $7.99 a month and gets you 200 credits, plus the editing and creation tools. AI Pro is $19.99 for 1,000 credits and a stack of extras. And then the Ultra tiers, $99.99 and $199.99, pile on 4K upscaling and tens of thousands of credits for people doing serious volume. One more thing worth flagging. Flow is strictly 18 and up. So is it worth it? Drop a comment with what you'd actually use this for. I read these, and the use case really does change the math on which tier makes sense. The honest downsides. I'm not going to pretend this thing is flawless, because the channel's whole point is the honest take. The 10-second ceiling is real, and for anything longer, you're splitting and stitching clips manually. Every edit costs credits and time, so heavy iteration adds up fast. Omni can still hallucinate details. If you need a logo placed exactly or choreography that's precise, you'll be combining it with manual tools rather than trusting it blindly. And it inherits Google's full content policy, so it'll refuse anything that crosses the line. That's where the SynthID watermark comes full circle. Every output is traceable, which is great for transparency and worth knowing if you assumed AI video was anonymous. It isn't. So here's where I land. Gemini Omni isn't trying to win on raw clip length or shock value realism. What it's actually doing is fixing the workflow. The conversational, build on the last edit loop that every other tool forces you to fight against. Pair that with genuine physics understanding and on-screen text that's actually readable, and you've got something that feels less like a toy and more like a tool you'd build a process around. The catches are real. The paywall on Omni Access, the credit per edit cost, the 10-second wall. But the core idea is the right one, and it's the direction the entire space is going to follow. If this breakdown saved you the trial and error, do me a favor and hit like and subscribe. I go this deep on every major model the moment it drops. No hype, just the honest signal. And if you've already gotten your hands on Omni, tell me in the comments whether the editing lives up to it. I'll see you in the next one.